We've got
Patti.
and Britton.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Yes. Next week, we'll be coming live, I believe, from Key West.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You guys are going to be going live from Key West.
To announce whatever we're doing next week, which is a special thing that we're not going to tell you yet because, you know, obviously surprises life.
Oh, no. All the chats are still here. I wonder if I should have refreshed this first.
Oh, maybe.
Well, hopefully they'll still come in. I don't know.
Yeah. Gotta love
this
it.
person needs to get blocked.
Oh, yeah. I love when you have like the weirdos that come on and
Let's
maybe I
be
shouldn't say it like that.
friends.
Well, they're like, oh, you have a pretty smile.
Yeah, they're spammers for
Right.
sure.
I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
But you accept my friend request with your beautiful eyes? Like, no. And they're always wearing a military outfit, you know, or a surgeon's mask. We
Not
know.
always.
We know who you are, sir, and it's not really you.
Yeah, we have to block so many of those people from our page. It's crazy.
Like daily. Like so many. That's ridiculous. The spammers really have been out in full force lately too, like messaging the pages and, you know, come on, people.
Well, I don't know if they're just like robots.
Yeah,
Thank you, Logan.
Get a hobby.
I'm checking to make sure that we're actually like live because I should have refreshed the page. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go, Donna. Thanks you for
Donna.
confirmation.
Appreciate
Good morning.
that. Yes. Donna, are you drinking your coffee out of your new mugs? I'm drinking dark chocolate almond today, and it smells heavenly. I love this flavor.
I'm drinking my vitamins.
Well, so am I.
Yeah.
There's antioxidants in coffee, right?
Yes, lots.
Lots and lots.
There's actually a lot of good vitamins and stuff in coffee.
Yeah, for sure. Like profiterols.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's
that
the
one.
scientific word for sure.
Yeah, that's the name for it.
How can like I always be so bad at pronouncing things?
I mean, I'm not that far off, so, you know, it's not like I could correct that.
What
did you do?
I don't know. Do we want to know, Donna? What did you do?
Something crazy? I don't even have guesses.
I think that something crazy is that she mixed two flavors of coffee together.
Could be. I think she's typing.
Okay, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Mystery is the spice of life. Is that the term?
It is. Oh my gosh. So this weekend we had my 6-year-old's first flag football game.
Oh my gosh.
And
wait, she cheered for it, right?
She cheered. Yeah, she cheered at the game. But I combined two flavors because I could not decide. Good guess.
I'm pretty good at that.
Was it good? Which ones?
Yeah, I want to
I
know.
which ones.
Yeah.
It's fun to do that. A lot of them taste really good like that.
Really good.
But it was hilarious. These little flag football players, this one kid, I swear, scored like 7 touchdowns.
He's a freaking star, huh?
And then they were like tackling each
Deborah.
other, even though they weren't. It's flag football. So
Oh,
they're
I
not
love when they
supposed to
do
be.
that.
But they're
Yeah.
6. It was
Yeah.
like herding cats.
Yeah, where all they do is just like pile up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
That's
Good
adorable.
morning, Deborah.
That's so cute. Did she cheer good?
Yeah, I mean, it was her first game, and some of the girls, it's their second season, and it's her first season, so, like, she doesn't know all of the cheers exactly,
Yeah.
but it's so adorable, it doesn't even matter.
I love that. And how
Yeah.
old are the little boys playing?
5 and 6.
Oh my gosh. Do they wear little helmets and stuff?
It's flags, so no.
So when they tackle each other, they should not.
I mean, they're so close to the ground, they're just basically, like, falling over.
Like weeble wobbles?
Yeah, kind of. Like, from the stands, you can, like, barely see these kids. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell the difference between the kids.
Oh
'cause
my
they're so
gosh.
little.
That's so cute.
They split the football field up into, like, 3 or 4
fields. So
fields.
they can just like run back and forth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was absolutely adorable.
It's been so long since I've had little kids. I don't even know what to do with them anymore.
Yeah, it was fun. Except my younger one, my 4-year-old, he's now been to 2 football games, and at both of them, he got so spoiled with all the snacks that he thinks football is just about snacks now.
So do you think he'll want to play football, or do you think he's just going to want to be a spectator
No, he's
so he
not
can
going
eat
to want to
snacks?
play. He's just going to want to eat snacks.
I mean,
for sure.
I totally feel that. I also just want to eat snacks,
Yeah.
but like all the time.
Right.
And my body reflects that.
Yeah. Same. It's really good. The travel cup. Yeah.
Yes.
They're like. They're totally knockoff Yeti cups.
Yeah,
is what they
100%.
are.
Yeah.
We've even tested them against some of the like Ozark Trails and the Yetis, and
Yeah.
they really do
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah,
to
it's a good mug.
to
It
the
definitely
heat.
holds its heat or cold forever. So
Right, your niece is 14. I know the baby days, they're going so fast.
yeah. Like
So
for real.
fast.
Like my youngest is 12 and I'm like, how did that even happen?
Yeah.
Like I'm 20, right? Like
It's
no.
crazy.
Yeah.
I love their little uniforms and stuff though.
Oh my gosh.
They melt my heart.
Oh, 100%. Love that.
So cute.
Well, what do you have for us today? You were going to do some trivia or something,
I
right?
am. So I have some coffee trivia.
Are you asking me questions or
Oh,
are you
I'm
asking them questions?
Well, a little bit of both.
Okay.
So I printed out some trivia questions, and some of these, when you go to baby showers and they're like, guess how many things are in the jar?
Oh,
I
God.
feel like some of these questions are equivalent to that.
So, like, total speculation?
Yeah, and I'm also, oh no, I printed it double-sided. That's what
That would make
happened.
sense. That would make sense.
So some of these you should know, and then some of these are like so off the wall that I have no idea.
Do you know them without reading the questions? Like, would you know the answer right away?
Well, I only read like 10 of them, and I did not know like any of them.
Okay.
So.
Well, why would you think I would know them then?
I don't know. I feel like you've acquired so much more coffee knowledge. Yeah, but
Who
Donna,
knows?
you have Google.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess I could take my phone out, but
Cheater. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding. So the first one is, how did the term and they're a multiple choice.
Okay.
Which helps, right?
Okay.
That's like halfway cheating.
Oh, yeah. 50-50,
Until
right?
I read the question, and then it's not halfway cheating.
Okay.
How did the term cappuccino originate? A, from the habit of caption fryer. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
B, it is the French term for foam on coffee.
Okay.
C, it is Italian for frothy coffee drink. And D, it was invented by a coffee company.
Huh. I mean, do we want to let them guess first?
Yeah, you can go ahead and guess if you
Yeah.
if you want.
I mean, my gut is going Italian since the Italians invented the espresso, right?
Yeah.
And things like that. Yeah.
So Deborah, you're in the same mindset as Patti over here.
Yeah.
And the answer is actually surprising.
Is it France?
No, the answer is caption fryer's habit.
Okay.
It resembles the peak of foam atop the popular espresso drink we now call a cappuccino.
What?
So his habit must have been like derived from their long pointy cowls.
Weird.
Yeah. So
Weird.
So apparently it resembles their habit.
Weird. Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Like, I'm looking at this coffee and it reminds me of the fryer. Okay.
Of his outfit.
Yeah.
Caption fryer.
Well, and you don't see it when it's in your cup. So, like.
But they didn't have cups like that. They only had like stoneware and stuff.
That's true.
This is a very long time ago.
Very weird, Donna. I would agree.
It was the 16th century. We can't ask questions.
We can, but maybe we shouldn't. And we definitely won't get a right answer.
Right?
Yeah.
So Logan would know this for sure.
Okay.
How many espresso beans, individual beans, are required to make one espresso? So
I feel like I've heard this before.
A, 22, B, 42, C, 60, or D, 80?
Well, I know that a shot of espresso is like 14 grams, I believe. But what does that equate to?
In actual
beans. Like, how much does one little bean weigh? You know?
Yeah.
So what was it? It was 22.
22, 42, 60, and 80.
I'm going to go with 42. I feel like I could fit 42 in a portafilter.
You and Donna would be correct.
Okay.
42 coffee beans makes an espresso.
Okay. And there you go. All right, Donna.
Like, see what I mean at the baby shower?
Yes.
Oh, this one's crazy. It's kind of similar. I guess this is they really like questions about how many beans does it take.
I want to know who sat and counted out the beans and then like, okay, let's grind them.
Well, we're getting to about.
Okay.
So about how many coffee beans does it take to produce 1 pound of roasted coffee?
Oh, I've heard this before too.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, or 4,000?
I know, right? We would win, Donna, but maybe not on this one. 1,000 for a pound of beans.
For 1 pound of beans. Remember, 14 grams is like 42 beans.
Yeah, but we don't do I mean, how many grams is in a pound?
Isn't there like 300 and something?
I don't know, because, yeah, what is this?
There's 114 grams in 12 count K-cups.
Okay.
That's all I have on me to give you some frame of reference.
I don't know.
2,000, good guess.
All right, if she's doing 2,000, I'm going to say 3,000 and just go wild.
4,000.
Oh, okay, wow.
And remember that there's 2 coffee beans in a cherry.
That's true.
And so to get 1 pound of bean, you have to pick 2,000 coffee cherries.
That's crazy.
And hope that there's 2 beans in them.
Right, because if it's not, then you have to do even more work.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
2,000 cherries to get
well,
1 pound.
and most of coffee is hand-picked. I mean, they do have some where, like, the coffee gets, like, there's a machine that goes over it and, like, shakes it and picks the coffee that way. But if you think of, like, actually manually picking it, like, we picked coffee in Costa Rica, and I think it took me an hour to pick a pound of cherries.
Crazy.
And that's, you know, you have to wash all the stuff off. So I probably didn't even get a full bag of coffee.
I feel like we need to pour out a bag and see if there's about 4,000 beans in it. Sit and count. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of work.
I feel like that's an afternoon job for you. I'm good.
Do you have an intern? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm getting an intern just to do that. Hey, it might make a great TikTok.
So if there's 42 in espresso shot.
Now we're doing math.
4,001 pound. The next question is about how many coffee beans are in the 132 pound sack. So the actual bag.
So the bags that we get in of green coffee?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So they're enormous. Yeah.
Good thing I'm not on Jeopardy,
yeah,
right?
Same.
Us too.
Same. Morning, Charles and Bill.
So the question is, how many are in a 132 pound sack of coffee? So A is 90,000, 300,000, 600,000, or 900,000.
I mean, I was going for the millions. I was like, there's no way it's
going
not.
for a million.
Yeah, like, I mean, these bags are enormous.
Well, and you think if there's 4,000 in a 1 pound bag.
So when
I'm
we
sure you
get,
can do some quick math
we should
here.
take a picture of, and I've been meaning to do this, next time a bean truck comes in, because the way that it comes in are these giant, you know, burlap sacks. Yeah, of green beans. And the guys, it's floor loaded, so it means they're not on pallets. And the guys have to go in and team lift them onto the pallets to get them off.
Yeah.
Lori and I tried to pick up a bag of one of these once.
Together.
And physically could not do it. Even together, we could not do it.
132 pounds of dead weight.
And it is dead weight.
Super heavy.
And the guys just stood back and laughed at us because we're like rolling it on, like trying, and it didn't work.
You are correct, Donna. 600,000 beans in one bag.
I call BS, and I think it's millions.
But that's 1.2, or no, that's 300,000 cherries.
Oh, yeah.
300,000 cherries.
That's a lot.
I wonder how many cherries, like a tree. Isn't it like 1 pound?
Yeah, I think they say it takes 3 years for the plant to begin producing coffee. Yeah. And each tree only produces about a pound a year.
Crazy.
So, yeah. We're actually getting ready, and we're going to go over this in a couple of weeks anyways and show you guys like the coffee farm because I think it's super cool. But when we're there, we'll take a lot of videos and we're going in January.
Yeah.
We'll take a lot of videos and show you guys because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just crazy how much like work goes into getting your bag of coffee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. When you think about it, you're like, oh my gosh, why don't I have to pay like 8 times this? Because it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And same for any agricultural item, I'm sure.
Okay. And Patty kind of gave you the answer to this one.
Oh, did I?
How long does it take for a coffee tree to reach maturity?
Well, was I right?
A, 8 years, B, 2 years, C, 5 years, and D, 3 years.
Okay, but was I right?
You were almost right.
Okay.
Almost right.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hello.
We missed you too, Jennifer.
Welcome. Welcome back.
That's why we have these lives, coffee education.
Right? Yeah.
No, I mean, kind of. It's kind of fun to talk about. We do for our franchisees. We have like a whole coffee education training that we go through. It's pretty intense.
When I was still a barista at the store, I came here and did bean school or like bean college. And it was like all about every bean that we sell and where it comes from in the region. It was super interesting. I actually really enjoyed it.
It is. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Donna, you are correct.
Donna, you are killing it today.
Right? A coffee tree typically reaches maturity in about 5 years.
Yeah. And so I said 3. I was wrong.
Yeah, that's
Or
crazy.
they're wrong. I don't know. I mean, just kidding.
Oh, this one's interesting. So this one is, how long will a coffee plant produce coffee if it's well cared for?
I don't know the answer to that.
A, more than 10 years. B, more than 15 years. C, more than 25 years. Or D, more than 35 years.
I feel like they're shorter lived. I feel like they don't last as long. What? Or you smiling like you know the answer?
I don't know. Well, of course I know the answer. They're on the paper.
I feel like it's not as long, but I know that the farms and then like they have nurseries, so they're really good about like taking like the the leaves and stuff and reusing them into compost that they put back on the plants.
Yeah.
They're super sustainable, like all the coffee plants, or at least the ones we went to, the coffee farms.
Okay.
Okay,
Heather, you got it. A coffee plant or tree, bush, shrub, whatever, it will produce for more than 25 years if it's well taken care of.
Ah, nice. I think we call it a coffee tree, but they are more like when we picked them, I said it was like picking blueberries, like off of a bush. Yeah.
I would have studied. Bill, you got Google.
Yeah. This is your study guide, Bill. Refer to your notes later. The test is later. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will have multiple choice.
We did do that one day. States, the U.S. states. I went and printed off blank U.S. maps because we were having arguments about where the states were.
We did this because there's no one worse in the world at geography than Lori.
Well, I'm a close, maybe second.
Maybe, but she is definitely the reigning queen.
So I printed off blank U.S. maps and I yelled at everybody in the office, like, in the conference room now. I gave nobody time to study. And
we had to say, fill in a state map.
We had to fill in a U.S. map.
Like you would in third grade,
It was pathetic.
And my favorite was Lori's pretty well traveled, and it was like places that she'd been, and it was like, Vermont was in Arizona. I'm like, you've been there. How do you not know?
Funny.
Hi, Rhea.
It was so funny. Can we have a retake on this test?
Well, Donna, you're kind of killing it. I don't know.
You're doing pretty good. I don't know.
You may pass the class.
Oh, this one's crazy.
Start giving out gold stars.
How many cups of coffee are consumed each year in the world?
Okay.
Whole world. Okay.
Whole world.
So A, 900 million, B, 2 billion, C, 200 billion, and D, 400 billion.
Well, I think the U.S., I read a stat the other day that the U.S. alone was 450 million. Something like that.
I mean, 80% of stats are made up on the spot.
I mean, I 100% just made that up. But whatever the highest number is, that's the answer.
Yeah. Rhea, Heather,
yeah.
Good job. 400 billion cups of coffee each year.
Dang.
Well, and what did we say? To make like a cup of coffee takes, oh my gosh, can you imagine how many beans that is?
No.
That is so many coffee beans.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is.
That's
it's kind of like more than your mind can even
like process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
What did you say you saw for the U.S.?
450 million.
Yep, 400 million.
Oh, okay.
It's got 400 million
All right,
here.
see, I didn't make that one up.
There you go.
Yes, I read a report that came in, and I'm like, that's super interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting, too. Which, I mean, you can do labor test, not a good move.
Yes, Rhea, we are judging you based on your tardiness.
At least a C. Even though we've gotten a few
Actually,
more
we locked the door, and
I got the answers, and I'm shocked. This is interesting, though, which if you do the math, I'm sure you can figure it out. But the United States consumes about what percentage of the world's coffee? A tenth, a third, a seventh, or 1/5?
Well, we're big, right?
That we are.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I know that like coffee consumption has gone up in the last 10 years because the Asian countries, which predominantly used to drink a lot of tea, are now drinking a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
But obviously we drink, obviously we're all here because we can't survive without coffee, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to see me in the morning without coffee.
Whoever said D and 1/5, you guys are correct.
That's crazy.
1/5.
Seems like we'd be so much more than that.
Yeah. Okay, this is a fun one.
Oh, man.
How did term Cup of Joe originate? A, it refers to a Navy admiral who banned alcohol aboard Navy ships. Why is coffee always getting banned?
Right?
Right?
Or he banned alcohol, right?
Oh, yeah, he banned
alcohol.
He banned alcohol. That's right. So,
Boo.
boo.
Buzzkill.
B, it refers to Joe Folgers, a prominent purveyor of coffee. C, it is an Americanized version of the term cup of java. D, it comes from Jojo, the African word for bean.
Huh. I'm going to vote C on this one, I think.
Are you?
Yeah. Because I don't know that I've ever heard
These are
of
all like really
Joe Folgers, you know.
Joe Folgers. But I'm going to say that these are all like convincing answers.
Right.
Like any of these could theoretically be the reason.
Well, and are you allowed to drink on the ship? I feel like you'd fall off, and that's why like the sailors go onto the port and, you know.
Yeah, so it's,
go a little wild.
The answer is actually A.
Oh, okay.
The term cup of Joe was coined after Admiral Joe Daniels prohibited alcohol aboard Navy ships, so the men began drinking coffee instead. They nicknamed it Cup of Joe in honor of their admiral.
Or to mock him.
That's probably the,
in honor of.
Read around it.
Yeah, or to mock him as he deserves.
Oh, drinking a cup of Joe. Yeah.
Rather it be gin.
I can already see it. Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
It probably was Jim before it was Joe.
Yeah, right.
Dang, I quit. Hey, we're close.
Yeah, reasonable.
Which European country consumes the most coffee? Italy, France, Norway, or Finland?
I mean, I feel like Italy is like
and this is,
the birthplace, right?
I'm going to say that I'm reading half the answer. It's per capita, so like take that into consideration.
Okay, yeah, because if you're thinking like size of the country. Yeah. Well, I don't think like Norway is super populated, right? Doesn't it seem?
I don't think Norway's super, I don't know.
Yeah, I know the French like their coffee, but then you've got just like Italy is so
right
coffee culture, you know.
100%.
Right. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Rhea guessed Finland. Let's see.
Finland is the correct answer.
No, you Googled, Rhea.
Yes. They consume the most coffee.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Well, and then, but I wonder with Italy, because most people are like, it's espresso.
Sure.
Which is less. I'm wondering if either it doesn't count towards cups of coffee.
I mean, I think it does.
You know, like this could be debatable.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I would like to see the full report, please.
Right? Yeah. Or is it like bean total and Finland drinks cups of coffee, but Italy's drinking espresso shots? So it's,
yes.
You know.
Does the trivia cite the references?
They might all the way at like the end, but I didn't print those pages out.
Yeah.
This was already
I'd like to
paper.
fact check them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. I had no idea that this was even a thing.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the caffeine limit in an athlete's bloodstream in the Olympics?
What?
Yeah. Apparently there's a limit.
Okay, is it like blood alcohol level, like 0.04 or something like that?
The athlete will be banned from competing if their caffeine limit is over this amount.
Wow.
So 10 micrograms, 12 micrograms, 14 micrograms, or 20 micrograms.
This just reminds me of Saved by the Bell when Jesse Spano was taking caffeine pills. I'm so excited.
Could you imagine being banned for having too much caffeine?
No.
Oh, that's a good one, Rhea. The happiest country. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes
probably
sense.
Because they drink so much coffee. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, I'd be happier. 12 is a good guess.
I think somebody's on Google. I'm just kidding.
I mean, Rhea, I'd be doing it.
Yeah. I would be.
Yeah, I'd be doing it.
The first one was 10.
Mm-hmm. I was going to think 10 too, Donna. That was my guess.
Okay, Rhea is correct with 12.
Man.
12 micrograms is about 5 cups of coffee, which is 5 6-ounce cups of coffee is not that much coffee.
For me, it is. We all know what happens when I've had more than one. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I wonder if caffeine would register as more in my bloodstream or not.
But I mean, if you had like 2 large coffees, you'd be over the caffeine limit for the Olympics.
That's crazy.
That is
We used to have a guy that worked here like years ago who would literally like drink 2 pots by himself.
Yeah.
You know, and 2 packs of cigarettes a day. No big deal. You know?
I think Brett drinks a ton of coffee.
Yeah, Brett does too. I wonder how much he drinks.
I don't know. I would say at least 3 to 4 cups a day.
Yeah.
Like big cups a day.
Yeah.
I'm totally guessing. I'm with you. You're thinking logically. I was just messing with you. I'm just playing.
We're always just joking, really. That's all we do.
I mean, could you imagine working here? We're like a office full of siblings all the time.
My God. Yeah.
Well, except I literally have 4 siblings here.
You do, and then I, wheeze my way in here like I'm family. Like, what's up, guys?
I remember I had like at interviews and stuff. I'm like, so how's your sense of humor?
And then I come in, like the Kool-Aid man through the door, like, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
And if you come back, then you're hired.
Or when people start on their first day, like Melissa started, and just, it's just my dad and my brothers, and they're a lot. And I'm like, I tried to warn you, but is this what you expected?
And the answer is always, no, there's no way I could have prepared for this.
I would assume, Jennifer, that the 5 cups has to be pretty quick to get your bloodstream over the 12 microgram level.
It seems like you're like an Olympic athlete, though. Like, would your metabolism be super high and then it would burn up faster? So I guess it kind of depends on your metabolism, like how long it stays in your body.
Yeah.
Like alcohol. How long does alcohol stay in your body?
Well, and then you got to think like energy drinks and stuff. Chosen. Yeah, we have a lot of Chosen family.
Wait, though. I was dared to drink half a pot of coffee when I was 19 from the diner. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Were you like shaking?
When I worked at the store, we used to do shots of espresso to like, okay, everybody, we're taking a shot.
Yeah, Will in Houston will do that. I'll take like 4 or 5 shots of espresso. Like,
yeah, you like melt an ice cube in it so you can take it quick like a shot. Yeah.
I was warned about the siblings, but I was not warned about Patti.
I should come with a warning label, Melissa. This is true.
She should. Well, I mean, she usually does.
Yeah. I do usually come to the interview.
We didn't want to scare you from taking the job. Just give you some hints.
Hey, it's been like 8 months. You're still here. 9 months, right? Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Pretty
You
long
haven't
time.
left yet.
Please
don't. Yeah.
I know my system. Oh, yeah. That's how Patti is, too, Donna. When she gets way too much coffee, we're like, what happened
Sometimes
to you?
Lori will just be like, how much have you had?
Yeah. Go close your door.
Yes. And run circles.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Back and forth in the warehouse.
You'll see it. Actually, I should not probably have had the second cup, but I'm here for it.
You're already done.
I'm already done.
What is cowboy coffee?
I know this.
You do? So
yes.
A, ground coffee in a sock, cooked in a pot of water on a campfire.
Maybe I don't know this. Gross.
B, a medium roast popular in Texas. C, coffee grown in Mexico in an area known for its cowboys. D, ungraded and unsorted coffee, thus possibly containing defective beans as well as high quality beans.
Gross. Okay. Well, my understanding of what cowboy coffee was none of those. And it was my grandpa, I guess, used to like reuse the grinds. Or no, maybe it was that it was like the sludge. Like he made it super thick and it was like sludgy. And they said it was like cowboy coffee. Yeah, but like he also like would like, pour water over the grinds again and like rebrew, which is the most disgusting thing I can think of.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was not my understanding.
Yeah,
of
that's what
coffee.
I thought it was. Yeah.
No, I've heard cowboy coffee, but it referred to as something very different.
I'm gonna go brewing in a sock then.
You're gonna go brewing in a sock?
Just because I want to see somebody do it. Can you imagine? Oh, like taking it off your foot.
Melissa's laughing in the hallway.
Melissa, can you imagine?
Okay, so cowboy coffee is cowboys in the old days were known to brew their coffee by putting some into a sock and then putting it in cold water and heating it over a campfire and then pouring it into their tin cup.
Like, I hope they at least like packed a clean sock and like didn't just like take it off their foot.
I so doubt it. I so doubt it. You know it. They're like horseback riding for like. No.
What if it was like a nylon would make sense? What if there's a bunch of cowboys wearing pantyhose? That would make sense.
Pull off your pantyhose and pour your coffee.
Take off your leather chaps. No. You've got pantyhose on.
No, those are those nasty wool socks. Oh.
They're sweaty and scratchy and gross.
Yeah.
All right, I just went to a really dark visual place.
See, and I just assumed cowboy coffee. I didn't know the sock part. I thought it was just when they boiled it over the campfire and it was just all together. So you had grounds and everything.
Yeah.
But nope. Taupe black tan. Oh my God.
Gross.
Oh, so funny.
I really am enjoying the amount of throwing up emojis that we've gotten. Deborah, we're just slap happy. Like, we literally get like this all the time.
I always wonder, so, yes, when you stop coffee, so when Lori, my mom, and our boss watches the lives that we do without her, I always wonder what she thinks.
She's probably just like, why do I let them be by themselves?
I think that's probably the thoughts going through her head. What percentage of coffee drinkers prefer their coffee black?
Huh.
A, 30%, B, 40%, C, 50,
Yes.
and D, 60. Yeah, Bill, we're going to do it just for you.
We're going to do a special bag of coffee that comes with a sock clipped to the outside of it.
Make sure it's a dirty sock.
Well, there might be a market
so
for that.
Gross. This is actually surprising.
Yeah.
Should be 100. Yeah. Well.
New monthly box theme.
Oh, no. We can have 4 different sock flavors. Oh, girl.
Pantyhose.
I don't know if she's referring to the sock box or actually wants to know the box theme.
Oh.
Jennifer, let me know.
Yeah.
40% of coffee drinkers drink their coffee black.
Man, that would make me sad. I mean, I love cream and sugar in my coffee. I always have.
In my flavored coffee, I do.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm having a specialty coffee, I do want it black. I don't want any cream or sugar messing that up.
Okay, so one fact that I've actually read, and I'm not making up on the spot, is that 80% of people who drink flavored coffee drink it with cream and sugar in it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, did not make that up.
Am I sort of afraid to find a sock?
Well, we do have some CB socks out there, so.
We do have some CB socks, but they are clean. They are unused.
Well.
Well, no, I'm just kidding. They're brand new. They got wrapped straight from the packages. See, yeah, I like my flavored coffee with cream and sugar for sure. I think it brings out the flavors.
Yeah, we call it Patti coffee here. If, like, you come here and you say you don't like coffee, I will make you some coffee with enough
Patti
cream and sugar that makes you like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, this is pretty crazy.
Okay.
How many coffee plants are there in Brazil?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think Brazil #1 is the #1 producing coffee country.
Yeah, I would think so. Them and Colombia are pretty. Brazil and Colombia are pretty close.
Like neck and neck.
Oh, I think it's a new theme. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, Jennifer.
Oh, geez. I don't know.
Okay, so how many coffee plants are there in Brazil? 700 million, 2 billion, 4 billion, or 7 billion? These are trees.
I mean, definitely in the billions. I'm going to go 4 billion. Was 4 billion?
4 billion? Yeah, 4 billion C.
Yeah, I'm going to go C. Because, I mean, they just have, like, the most. But I think they mostly produce Robusta coffee, too, right? Robusta.
They do, on, like, flat, like, plain lands.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of Brazilian here. We do, most of our coffee.
We don't
really
really
all of
do
our coffees.
any Brazilian,
Right.
partially because of how it's harvested. It's harvested, like, with machines.
Yeah.
Which really damage not only the coffee tree, but the final product.
Yeah.
So we do
we buy
avoid
coffee
it.
that's grown at higher altitude. So, like the Costa Rican coffees that are grown in the mountains and things like that. Because the better altitude, higher altitude, the better coffee quality.
And we used to have a Brazilian Fazenda that was fabulous.
Yeah.
We just haven't been able to get it in a long time.
Was that a Peabody? Peaberry?
It was a Peaberry,
It was a Peabody.
It was a Peabody.
Yeah.
It was
Colombian
a
is
peaberry.
done.
And a peaberry just means there's one coffee bean in the cherry instead of 2.
Yeah. Or is it like a circle? I don't remember.
They're more circle-like because they can spread out a little bit more, but they're still very
It's basically a
much bean-shaped.
defect,
It
but
is a
it's
defect.
like people like the defect.
Some of the defects are very good. That happens to be one of them.
Yeah. And with the kind of coffee that we make here, I think there's like less than 5 defects per pound. And that's what makes it a grade 1 specialty coffee.
Yes.
Anything that has more defects, because the defects are what makes the coffee sour or have like a bad note. So because we have less defects, because we buy the best grade of coffee you can buy, that's why you get a smoother cup with us. And then if you go and you buy some of the Folgers, you're going to get
this Brazilian coffee.
Yeah, you're going to get something that tastes like a cowboy coffee with a sock in it.
So the answer is 4 billion coffee plants.
I was right.
C.
Yay.
Yeah, so if you guessed C, 4 billion coffee plants in Brazil.
All right, Deborah.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Donna.
Yes.
We have fun too.
I'm glad we don't just laugh at ourselves and you laugh at us too, because what else, you know?
Well, we moved all our offices closer to each other. And it's really funny hearing like all the hallway conversations. You just hear giggling too. You'll be sitting in your office and all of a sudden you just hear giggling.
Yep.
It's great.
Yep.
All day long.
Yep.
Okay, so this kind of goes with Brazil. How many coffee trade workers are there in Brazil? 950,000.
Wow.
2 million, 3.5 million, or 5 million.
Wow. Well, you know, I'm going to go with a low number on this only because I feel like the workers are so like tuned in. Like they can pick so much coffee, it's not even funny. Like it was laughable the amount of coffee I could pick in an hour.
Yeah.
To how much coffee the children there could pick, you know. And they have families that come and live on the farm during picking season and, you know, they all kind of help out. It's
Sure.
awesome. So I'm going the lowest number.
You would be totally incorrect. It is the highest number. It's actually 5 million coffee trade workers in Brazil. I mean, but you got to think, what do we say?
4 billion trees. That's true. That's true.
And I know a lot of it's picked by machine and sorted and dried by machines, but still 5 million workers.
Yeah, and you pick all day and process at night, and you have to process like right away.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's
super crazy.
It smells weird when they process too. I don't like the way it smells.
And 1/3. Yeah. Oh no, it's that. Never mind. I see what it's saying. 330 million pounds of coffee are made from those 4, what did we say, billion trees?
Yeah. Wow.
So it takes 4 billion trees to make 330 million pounds of coffee.
I don't know what the waste is on that, you know?
Well,
yeah.
You can see what the waste is on that.
Sounds like a lot of math I'm not going to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find fun questions because some of these are very mathy.
Oh, God, no. You know, as soon as you give me a math question, my eyes glaze over and I'm not answering.
Oh, that's cool. What is the term commonly used to describe the fragrant white blossoms on Kona coffee plants? A, white thunder, B, ivory petals, C, Kona snow, or D, Hawaii blossoms?
I like Kona Snow just because it sounds like a cool band name.
It does sound like it. What about a
Kona Snow?
White thunder?
White thunder also sounds good, but maybe weird.
Ivory petals.
My uncle used to call that gravy that you made out of bacon grease white lightning. So when you say white thunder, it just makes me think of bacon grease gravy.
Yeah.
He was from the South. Yeah.
Yeah. We use that to cook everything.
Bacon grease?
Yeah.
I always feel like it's going to stink.
Well, it does. Your whole house smells like bacon.
Yeah. I mean,
but
I like bacon.
We will cook our bacon and then put our eggs and stuff in the bacon grease pot. Sometimes you just scrape some of it out, but
that sounds good.
The answer is Kona Snow.
Hey, rock on.
And they do. The flowers smell so good.
I've never been there when it was blossoming. Maybe it'll be this year when we go there.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to be going during picking season.
It's like No, so yeah, you won't be there when it blossoms.
Yeah.
Because you have to go a few months before.
Yeah. Well, and actually I think they blossom in May in Costa Rica.
Yeah, I was trying to think when London and my mom went.
Yeah, it was May. I remember that.
Yeah.
Because it was rainy season.
Couples vacation.
Yeah, they bought a Groupon to go.
For like a couples retreat.
And it was, Lori and her daughter London went. And it was like, they went to the room and there was like rose petals on the bed.
Yeah,
like, this is
swans.
awkward.
I mean, they bought a couples retreat. I don't know what they expected.
But they went during the rainy season. So they said they were like covered in mud from being in the back of the trucks and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
but that the blossom was so pretty.
I would be afraid of the mud and like being on the mountain.
Of the mud?
Well, no, okay, because you're on the mountain, and then I think
I can't get dirty. This is what I picture Patti running around. Oh, there's mud.
That's 1,000% true. But I was thinking more like landslides and like rain and stuff.
I'll give you that. I'll give you going to your dark place. But I'm gonna keep picturing in my head Patti running around and be like,
100%. I mean, I literally use like long sleeves or like my shirt to open doors. I am a bit of a germaphobe, I will say. You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
But no, she went to the darkest place possible.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
because why wouldn't we go there?
Natural disasters, that's all I think about. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching the hurricane.
I don't know how you go anywhere.
I really don't either.
This I actually feel like I didn't know.
Okay.
What material is typically used to make coffee sacks, like the jute bags? Cotton, polyester, hemp, or canvas?
I mean, I'm going to go hemp. I think hemp. I mean, I know what I see out there, but I don't think it's cotton. It's scratchy.
It is scratchy. They are scratchy, and they're messy.
Yeah. And they're super
messy.
yeah, like if you take one home to put in your garden, like I know we both have.
The Caribbean. I'm trying to think. No, I don't.
Well, yeah, so Jamaica, if Jamaicans in the Caribbean, we have the Jamaican Blue Mountain, and we have Hawaiian Kona, obviously not Caribbean, but, you know,
Yeah.
island coffee, if you will.
Yeah. I was trying to think where the ports of Mocha and Java are.
Those are,
Africa?
those are like Yemen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because Mocha Java is a coffee that we have that people would always assume has chocolate in it because it's mocha, but mocha is the name of the port
Yeah.
in Yemen,
Yeah.
and Java is the other port. I don't think we do have the one coffee Mocha Java, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of coffee in the Caribbean just because they don't have the land for the coffee trees.
Yeah.
They just don't have enough space.
We need that for
Oh,
resorts.
my
Yeah,
phone's ringing.
yeah.
Don't know who that is. Yeah, so they are made out of hemp, and I don't know why this never clicked into my head.
Okay.
But I felt like we always called them like canvas bags or something. Like,
Yeah.
But are all potato sacks and everything made out of hemp then?
I would imagine so, right?
Yeah.
Well, isn't jute actually like a plant or something too? Like,
I don't know.
yeah.
It just says most coffee sacks are made from
Feel
hemp.
like I got some Googling to do later. Yeah.
I know. Now I'm confused.
Okay. Rhea, that's pretty cool. We're at in the Caribbean. We have coffee plants in our land there.
Oh, you did?
Very cool. Well, Rhea, tell us more. That sounds
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you ever harvest your own coffee?
I was like, there might be like small micro lots from the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah. Or like certain farms there that would grow. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's hard for us to get micro lots because we just can't always get enough.
Yeah.
We can't get enough of the coffee that we need.
Yeah.
And then it changes so drastically.
Yes. Have you heard of hurricane coffee?
No.
So, well, my understanding of hurricane coffee is they leave it in these like coastal warehouses, and they let the hurricanes or monsoons come through and like do whatever they do, you know,
Like get salt water all over them?
yeah, and then they roast it and whatever it's supposed to be. Really, I'll have to look it up because I haven't heard of it in a few years.
I'm super curious to hear about that because it seems like it mold
Yeah, right.
or like get damaged or
Yeah.
get salty. Or
I wish Logan was in here because he would know like all about that. I'm sure he's the one who told me about it.
You
but,
think?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
The Spice Island Grenada.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you know what? I have heard of coffee from there, but
I'm totally gonna go like look up and see if I can find any coffee from there.
but I feel like it is. It's like
Yeah.
sold in micro lots, like very,
Yeah.
very small
Yeah,
lots.
that's
of
super
coffee.
cool, Rhea. Thanks for sharing that.
That is cool.
Yeah,
To do some Googling.
yeah. I love learning about new things like that.
Oh, this is kind of crazy. So while wine is said to have about 400 distinct flavor characteristics, how many does coffee exhibit?
Oof.
A, 280, B, 500, C, 640, or D, 800?
Okay, I'm thinking about the flavor wheels that we have that have like the different notes that you're looking for. Fruity, you know, chocolate, citrus, sugar.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's enough slots on there, so I'm going to go the lowest amount, the 200.
You think it has less than wine. So wine has 400.
I'm still going to go off of that, yes,
You
but
are?
you're
Okay.
telling me I'm wrong, I know.
I know. So you're going to go 280.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Any guesses? Any guesses? Wine has 400. So how many do you think coffee has?
You think coffee has more than wine?
Well, I'm looking at the answer. So,
Yeah.
Rhea, you're on the right path.
Yes, there is a lot of different coffee.
You're thinking that one through.
Yes. Are you going to come tell us about hurricane coffee?
Hurricane? Monsoon.
Okay, come sit down
Monsoon
and tell him.
coffee. You can go in that chair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
There's a microphone right there.
Yeah. He's going to tell.
gonna
I said
tell
he
us.
would know. I did say monsoon at one point, right?
Coffee.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
So monsooned coffee is very interesting. They they have a monsoon season in Indonesia or like a couple different places, and what they do is they put all of the green coffee in these warehouses.
Okay, I was
And
there? Okay.
when monsoon season comes, they open up all the shutters and let the rain and everything hit it. There's like this special bacteria that develops that creates like a very specific flavor.
Is
in
it
the
mold?
coffee.
So is it like fermenting it almost?
Yes, it's fermented coffee.
So not mold.
Interesting.
No, it's fermented.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, it's actually really good. Like it's very interesting
Have you tried
and
it?
unique. Yeah.
Huh. Why don't
Yeah,
we?
we have had monsoon
I would
coffee.
like
Aren't
to
those
try
shirts
some.
cool? So we had a bowling party, Deborah, and so each team had their own tie-dye shirt group.
So I walk in today, and he and Kevin are walking by each other. We're in the exact same shirt, so I had
Were
to
you
take
guys on the
pictures
same
of
bowling
them.
team?
No, I don't remember.
But I had to take pictures of them because they were matching, and it was
I
adorable.
didn't even know we had the same shirt on.
Boys would totally not notice that.
We had an 80s themed bowling party. Mm-hmm. It was pretty fun.
Okay, so Rhea needs the answers again. How many?
Oh, sorry about the answers. So
How many's on it?
The wine is said to have about 400 distinct flavor characteristics. How many does coffee exhibit? A, 280, B, 500, C, 640, or D, 800?
Do you know the answer?
I don't even. I was not paying attention. I didn't hear the question.
Rhea, you're on the right track. The answer is 800.
Oh, I was so
Coffee
off
has
base.
800 distinct flavor characteristics, and these are largely affected by the plant's genetics, as well as the soil quality, drainage, climate, altitude, harvesting, processing. So I think because wine, doesn't have that many variables to it, like obviously soil, climate, but coffee is grown all over, tons of different elevations,
Right.
tons of different soils.
There's like a lot of different species that have developed also, and then the amount of acids in coffee. There's a lot more different types of acids in coffee, which affect the flavor.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Not me.
I did not know.
No.
Also, I saw you mention that there's 4 billion coffee plants
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're the largest producing region. The interesting thing about that is they only produce a pound a plant every 7 years.
Okay, we said every
Really?
5.
Yeah, I think it's every
So
7
they
years.
rotate their plants.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
rotate them. So really, it's like
Well, they said they got 330 million pounds of coffee out of 4 billion trees, and I thought that seemed a little crazy.
Yeah.
But if they're rotating every
they
7
have
years,
to rotate through every 7 years, and then you only get
Interesting.
like a pound at max per tree.
Does that
So-
mean that
Right.
the tree doesn't produce the coffee, or is it like trash coffee and they throw it away? Like,
It's both. Like
Okay.
a lot of it's trash or gets ruined.
Yeah.
That's definitely
well,
a
and
portion
Brazil's
of it.
been known to burn their crops to
oh,
get
because
better market prices.
they get coffee rust and the coffee borer, the bug, a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, but they destroy crops because sometimes it's better for them to destroy the crop than to sell it because they'll lose money.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
control the entire market.
And that's
Yeah.
crazy. So they are the biggest coffee producing country, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're the only one that's developed too and actually like uses machinery and stuff to actually like pick the coffee cherries from the plants.
Huh.
Like everywhere else is pretty much hand picked. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And most of our coffee we get is hand picked, right? Because we don't really get anything
yeah,
from
we
Brazil.
don't get cheap coffee.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, our stuff is
We don't buy
grown on the
garbage,
side
is
of
what he just said.
mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did. So Rhea lives in the Caribbean, and she was wondering if we had any Caribbean coffees.
I was like, is it Jamaica?
We said
in the
Jamaica might be the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
But they used to, on the island of Grenada, they would go pick their own coffee. And if I'm totally butchering your names or these words, I sincerely apologize.
Yeah, I mean, not really, because the problem with the Caribbean is so like coffee likes really high elevations, and that's where it likes to grow, and you kind of need a lot of space to have like enough coffee for us to even buy.
Yeah.
We go through a lot of coffee, so we kind of can't have small farms produce enough for us.
That was our initial thought too, is that they have micro lots that are probably very good. It's just not enough for us.
Yeah, it's super expensive too. Like even for us to buy micro lots is like $12 or $13 a pound, which we would have to charge like $40 or something crazy.
They used to. She actually used to go. They used to go pick coffee cherries and like do it for their own house, which is super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool. We are going to do 2 more questions, and one is going to lead up to a question that Patty's going to be very excited about. How many milligrams of coffee are in a typical cup of coffee? 50, 80 milligrams of caffeine are in a typical cup of coffee. 50, 80, 120, or 150.
Did they say how many ounces or just a typical cup?
Well, I'm assuming a typical cup is like a 6 to 8 ounce cup.
Okay, so
I'm
going...
Or 5 to 6 ounce cup of coffee.
I'm going to go 80, but it could be 50.
I'm thinking the land size is the issue too.
Yeah.
Because it just takes a lot of space.
Yeah.
So how many milligrams of caffeine in a typical cup of coffee?
Yeah. Red coffee, cherries, and that smell. The smell when it starts fermenting, but like when they start like processing it at night,
so I don't know.
You'll see when we go in January. It's a thing. Yeah.
There's about 150 milligrams of caffeine in a typical cup of coffie. And I don't know what they're saying as a typical cup. Like SCA regulations are like 5 ounce cups basically.
Yeah.
But I would say a typical cup is like a 16 ounce cup.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, at home, I probably drink a 12 ounce cup, you know.
Yeah. I'm not sure. But then Patty's favorite question.
Oh, no.
What is considered a lethal dose of caffeine?
That's a great question for me.
This is totally Patty's question.
I love murder shows.
So, considered a lethal dose, 1 gram, 5 grams, 10 grams, or 20 grams?
I bet you it's a small amount. Because, like, how much caffeine do we get in a cup of coffee?
You were thinking 8 ounce. See, but like these are probably like what?
16?
No, it's got to be more than 16 ounces because that's a 16 ounce cup. It's got to be more like 20 ounces.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And I'm thinking most people probably fill up like a tumbler or something of coffee, which is why I was thinking more 16 ounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 1 gram is lethal because I feel like it's like a small amount.
So you're thinking 10 cups of coffee is a lethal dose.
Oh, okay.
Or, right? 150 milligrams?
Well, but like how much caffeine is in 10 cups of coffee? Is it that much?
I don't know. Anybody know the conversion from milligrams to grams?
Oh, we're doing math now.
I'm pretty sure, isn't it 100 or is it 1,000?
I don't know. It hurts my heart to do math.
I'm Googling it.
All right. So Rhea guessed 10 grams. You know what? One time we did get...
this would be a lot of grams. It's 1,000.
Somebody did send me a little container of caffeine, just straight caffeine, because there are coffee companies that add extra caffeine to their blends to make it like a super caffeinated blend.
1,000. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah. Thanks, our mathematician friend.
So, I mean, it would be like a lot of coffee to hit 1 gram.
Yes, that's a ton. Okay.
But a lethal dose is actually 10 grams.
Okay.
Which is a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah. I would have thought it was just a little bit.
So there's 150 milligrams. It's what, like 100 cups of coffee to even get 1 gram.
That's a lot. No, thank you.
1.5 grams.
Yeah. I feel like your heart would beat out of your chest at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
so you can drink as much coffee as you want is what we're telling you. And you're not going to die of caffeine poisoning.
But I'm going to go ahead and say we are not medical doctors. Please consult with your local physician.
Oh, no. I definitely have a medical degree from Google.
Oh, yeah. Aren't we all?
It's official.
Does anybody else do this when they go to their doctor? I know we all do. And be like, well, I was reading on Google that I'm actually dying. My doctor. Yeah. I'm
going to my doctor next week. And literally, I'm going to tell him that I keep seeing Facebook reels for a diagnosis that I'm pretty sure I have.
I can't wait for this.
He's going to be like, are you kidding? I'm like, no.
And he's going to show you his actual medical degree certificate and ask you to show
Well, I'm just going to say that it's brought up some questions.
Yeah.
And I think that they're valid points, and I would like to explore this.
Yeah, why not, right?
I think that's valid.
Yeah. We're all medical doctors.
Maybe I shouldn't tell him I saw it on Facebook Reels.
Now your phone is listening, and all that's going to come up is like hypochondriac, like you are dying of this.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining us for some awesome coffee trivia randomness.
That's what you get with us. Thanks for sticking with it.
We have something really cool coming by next week. Hopefully by next week. We're in the final stages of coding it. So what we are going... I don't think it's ever been asked questions about your help.
Thank you. Yeah.
What is coming is we are doing a 48 count, but it's going to be a choose your own pods.
Oh, fun.
You're going to get to choose all 48 pods.
That's super fun.
Yeah. Left out bad. Yeah. I need to remember to join. Aww. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, so coming soon, a pick your own 48 count box.
Nice.
Hopefully next week.
Are you doing all the coding on that?
No.
You can do coding. You're pretty good at that.
A little bit, but no, it's through one of our apps that we use. Okay. So we just have to finish one little thing and then it should be live.
How fun though that you can just like pick the flavors that you want to try.
Yeah. Yeah, super exciting. Well, or for the people who want like 10 of this and 10 of this and 5 of that, you know.
Should it be a 50 count over a 40 count? So then you can just do
it's a 48 count so that it fits in our current box. I think you can get like a 48, a 96, and a 192 or something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because they fill boxes that we already have perfectly. Yeah. So they'll be packaged in the bulk box like the 48 counts and stuff are.
I shipped out my first 192 the other day, and it was like with also like 6 48s and 3 12 counts, and it was in a box this big.
We did introduce on some of our best-selling flavors, in addition to the 48 count, a 96 and a 192. Yeah. And we were able to discount those a little bit because we save on shipping them all together. So we were able to give you guys a little bit
and they come bulk, which is great.
Better discount on those.
Yeah.
But new, exciting. Thanks for the trivia. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did.
Yeah, we always have fun with you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week in Key West.
Yeah.